Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be unboxing aespa's 6th mini album, Rich Man. I have 3 of the album versions with me today. There is a 4th that is not released yet, but I do have it pre-ordered, so that will probably be in a separate video if I decide to do an unboxing. But I have the 2 bag versions over here on the left. Then across the top, we have the 4 member-specific energy versions. There is actually a 5th, which is a group energy version, but I think that's mainly just like a specific retailer exclusive type deal, like you get it at Target or wherever. So there is a group one, but I don't believe that that is Korean press. And then, of course, at the bottom here, we have all 5 of the member-specific and then the 1 group version of the burst version. So those are all the versions I have today. So I did already take the plastic off of the energy and burst versions, but I did just want to show the sticker for the burst versions because that was on the outside. So this is a sticker that comes on each of the member versions, and then there was a different group sticker that came on the group burst version, and I've actually already put that on my phone. So this is what the sticker looks like for the group burst version. So those are just 2 extra things that I wanted to show at the beginning here. And I did order these from K-Town For You, and so I did get K-Town For You pre-order benefits. So let's go over these right now. I have not looked at these except for the Ning Ning right on top. So we have Ning Ning here. She has the under eye patch right there. She's in this very pretty top doing kind of a silly face. And then this is the back, just a black and white background, so nothing too crazy there. Then we have a Karina, super gorgeous dress that she is in. Very nice. And of course the same back. And then up next, we have a Giselle. She's holding an apple here in the blue top. Very, very nice. And then the back is the same. And then we have this super cute, oh my goodness. Whose dog is that? I don't know if that's just like a random dog or one of the members' dogs or maybe like one of their manager's dogs or whatever, but super cute dog. Winter is smiling in the background there. Very, very cute photo card. I feel like this photo card is going to be very sought after, so very happy that I have it just with my order here today. Those are all the backs, but those are the K-Town For You pre-order benefits. As I mentioned in previous videos, I was a little bit worried about the shipping for these albums. I won't get into too much detail at the beginning here, but if you guys are curious, I will probably go through all that stuff at the end of the video in the outro. So if you want to stick around for that and know how the shipping process was, because I know like we're trying to get firsthand experiences with like US shipping being the way it is these days. But that's all I have in this intro, so let's go ahead and get into this unboxing. So first version I'm going to go through is just the 2 biggest ones. So we have the bag version. This is one of the 2. I'm not sure if there's like a different name for either of them, but this appears to say Rich Man on the front. I think they're supposed to be tote bags. I left it in the plastic because I did want to show you guys just like the sticker here. And then this is the back. It just says Rich Man again right here. But then we have this pull tab, which I can get into and open it up. Okay, so this is what it looks like outside of the plastic, a little bit clearer of a view here. But then we just open it up and we do have handles, as you can see. So these are the handles. Let me set it back down. They have handles here. And then we get into the bag itself, and it looks like there's just a giant book in here, and then maybe some other things at the bottom. All right, so we only had 2 things in the bag. We had this right here, which is like this giant booklet that's kind of like a vinyl size. And this is probably why it was so expensive for the shipping, because I remember when I ordered it back at the beginning of August, I was like, why is the shipping so incredibly expensive? Because I was like, it's just 3 album versions. Usually it's not like as expensive as it was. And this is the reason why, because these are so gigantic and also kind of heavy. This is pretty hefty. But then the other thing that was in the bag was a couple pins, which I will show later. But this is the front of this version right here, one of the 2 bag versions. And then this is the back. I really love this back, just the yellow and the pink and the black. It just works so, so well together. And we do have the track list. So Rich Man right at the top there is, of course, the title track. I really, really enjoy the title track. I think it fits aespa pretty well. I really enjoy Winter's voice specifically on much of that track, but then I love how it has different parts to it, like rap parts and actual singing parts. So I really do enjoy the title track, and it's probably my favorite title track on this release. And then if I was to pick two other like B-sides to like go with the top three on this 6-track mini album, I'd probably go with Count on Me, and then it's a really close tie for third between Angel Number 48 and To the Girls, but I really enjoy all of those tracks as well. So let me show the side real quick. The side does say aespa 6th mini album Rich Man, and then we open it up and it is a gigantic fold here. We have the CD, which is kind of funny because it's like, why do they need to make it this big if the CD is just going to be a regular size? And then we have a little pocket insert here with all the inclusions, I presume, but let me show the CD. So this is what the CD looks like for this bag version, just a black and silver, very, very nice. And then I'm going to get into here and pull all of these inclusions out. All right, so we have these gigantic like square pictures or postcards, whatever you want to call them. These are definitely, if you're familiar with the square postcards that ITZY have been doing for their special editions, not for Girls Would Be Girls, but the previous like 2 or 3 special editions, these are actually bigger than those. So these are quite big. I'm not sure if the camera is doing them justice, but they are double-sided as well. I will just sit them off to the side as we continue to show them. But it looks like we might have 2 per member here. So of course we have Karina to start. And then we have Giselle giving very much Cruella de Vil in that outfit. And she's got the guitar right here. I was about to say glasses, but I guess I just can't think at this point in time. Then we have Winter with this very stunning green background and then the makeup that is on point. I saw a lot of people going crazy on the timeline for this outfit, and I think rightfully so because she looks so incredible in it. Very, very nice. And then we have Ning Ning here. She is biting her nail in this photo, doing a wink, and then she's also got the guitar kind of like with a keyboard on it, it looks like. And then she's got this hat on in this photo here. And then this is the back of that. And then we have a group shot here. I really like this group photo. This is such a cute group photo. Like, they all look so amazing here. Like, oh my goodness. And then this is the back. We just have some silhouettes of the members. And then another group photo here in the same outfits. And then that's the opposite side, kind of just like a purple scale, I guess, photo. Very, very nice. And then this last page here is all of the lyrics, it looks like, and the credits. And, oh, the credits are on this side. Okay, very, very nice with the hot pink and yellow, super neon. But that is everything that we have in terms of like the photo book, quote unquote, for this bag version. There is only the pins and the photo card left, so let me grab those. So these are the 2 pins that you get in this bag version here. We just have one that says aespa and it's in yellow and black, and then the other says I am a rich man, and that is in orange and black. Actually, it's kind of more red. It looks orange on the camera, but as I'm looking at it in person, it's more red. So 2 pins for this bag version. And then up next, we have the photo card, and we get, I can't tell who that is. Oh, we get a Winter, okay, and she's with a dog again. She took so many pictures with dogs for her photo cards this era. She's got the super dark eyeliner and the blonde hair. She's in a black top, super, super gorgeous. And the dog looks so cute right next to her too. And then the back, I'm loving this like neon yellow and neon pink like color combination. I adore it so, so much. She's got a short little message there with her signature, but this is the photo card that we pull for our first bag version. Let's get into the second bag version. All right, so we are moving on to the second bag version, and it actually says the same thing on the outside. It says Rich Man, except this time it is also in orange and a little bit different text. It's actually very similar text to Metallica's like logo text that they use for their logo. It's one of them things where it's probably like different enough to where they don't get sued, but similar enough to where you recognize what it's kind of referencing. I'm curious to know if this book on the inside and pictures are going to be exactly the same, because we know how SM likes to do things these days with that. All right, so before we get into the book itself, I will just show off the pins first here. So we get two different pins. We get the AE, I'm assuming, for that pin, and it's in purple and black. And then we have this rich man text with some eyes in white and black. So those are our two pins for this version. And then we look at the book that's on the inside, and the outside of this book is exactly the same, it appears. So let's open it up and see if it is also the same on the inside. The CD is definitely the same, so no difference there. And we're gonna slide these out and see if these are the same. All right, so I have removed the photo card, and unfortunately, all of these photos for this second bag version here are going to be exactly the same. So I am, just for the sake of it, going to flip through all of these once again very, very quickly, but SM unfortunately did an SM thing, and they just made the same photos for two separate versions of the same version like they do all the time. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we get into the energy or the burst versions later and they're the same photos for all those as well. But the only difference for these two bag versions, it appears, is, I guess, the pins that you get. I don't even know if the pins are random, but if they are random, then that's definitely something different. And then the outside. So the outside, like the specific like text that they use, and then the color. So I guess if you like one of the texts better, or if you like orange or purple or whatnot, that will be the bag version that you should decide to get. But the only thing left right here is the photo card, so let me grab that. All right, so our photo card pull for the second bag version, just hoping for not a winter, and oh, we get a Ning Ning. Okay, she's in this hat here, very, very nice. She's kind of like pointing her thumb at her lips here, and she's got a whole bunch of pins, so that's very apropos for this version since we get a whole bunch of pins in this bag version. She's got a bunch of pins on her jacket there, and then we have the back. It is, of course, the neon yellow and neon pink. She's got a very long message here and her signature. So actually, she wrote Ning ×2. That's pretty cute. But yeah, we get two different photo card pulls for the bag version. I think the next version I'm going to get into is the energy version. All right, so moving on to the first of 4 energy versions, we have the Karina version up next. We'll just go in member age order. We have this gigantic sticker on the front here, which is supposed to be a guitar pick, I'm assuming, but very nice sticker. And then the back just has a wider shot of Karina here and the rich man text with some lightning bolts. And then, of course, the track list. So let's go ahead, open it up, get into this. So the photo book starts off, of course, with the iconic line that Giselle says to start the song Rich Man. So this says, my mom said to me, find someone who can give you everything. And I said, Mom, I already have everything. I am a rich man. And then, of course, the song starts. I did see a clip of Cher saying something very similar to this, like in an interview from the 90s. So assuming that clip that I saw was real, that's pretty cool that that was kind of a direct reference to that. At least I'm assuming it was a direct reference to that. It's also kind of obscure, but still pretty cool nonetheless. But we're just going to get into the photos here. And then I do want to start talking about the MV because I loved it so much. So the MV for me was probably my favorite aespa MV since Drama, I would say. I really enjoy Drama, like, to this day. It's like almost 2 years later, and I'm still obsessed with that MV and the looks in that MV and the song itself. I really, really love Drama era. But I think this MV gets pretty close in terms of like top of my list for favorite aespa MVs. I loved how sporty it was. It was kind of all over the place in terms of like all the sports that they were referencing. It was kind of just like a hodgepodge of different sports. So you obviously had American football, but then you had soccer elements and you had racing elements. It almost felt like, because they were playing in an arena, like doing football things, but then they were also driving in an arena. So it was kind of giving like, I don't know, monster truck show, or perhaps even like Rocket League. I was like, is this a Rocket League MV? Like, so I thought it was really interesting. And I was immediately like, as soon as the MV started, you will hear an organ playing, and it plays that specific like tune in between like pitches at baseball games. And I was immediately locked in. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna love this MV because I heard that organ playing and I was like, yes, like this is gonna be sporty, this is gonna be awesome. And of course I did see like the MV teaser and I kind of had an idea it was gonna be a little bit sporty, but not to like that degree. And I was super, super impressed and just happy and very like excited watching the MV. So I thought it was an awesome MV, really well shot, of course. The camera work, the dances, you know, all the styling and stuff was super top tier, and they just did a really, really great job on it. One thing I will say though is the sports fan in me, because I do watch like a lot of sports, is that the shoulder pads that they gave Giselle, if she's playing football, you would think they would give her football shoulder pads, right? But they were unfortunately hockey shoulder pads, and so that kind of bothered me. Not like actually bothered me, but I was like, from a continuity perspective, I was like, you should just given her football pads. Like, why are we giving her CCM hockey pads? You know what I'm saying? But I do like Giselle's like outfit that she had with the shoulder pads, and I'm kind of hoping, I haven't seen any of the PCs yet, other than of course the 2 bag versions that we pulled, but I'm hoping that Giselle has at least one photo card in that outfit, because Giselle with the eye black and the shoulder pads, like, I need that look in a photo card, please. Like, I want it so bad. We have some very stunning photos of all the members here. The fact that it's all the members is kind of like worrying me a little bit, that the other 3 energy versions that we have will be the same photos, because as I mentioned previously, SM loves to do that these days, where they just do different covers, but then they give you all the same pictures on the inside. And I know I probably like should just realize that that's what they're going to keep doing and not order all of the versions, but I do like having all of the versions because I am somewhat of a completionist. And I also, specifically for these energy versions, because the front covers like are so gorgeous with the member headshots, and then on the back, of course, they have like the full body shots with the rich man text and things like that. I think these are definitely worth having. So that is the entire photo book, and we do have a blue CD plate here for Karina's version. That is upside down. Let me put it the right side up. But we have the guitar and the aespa, the AE aespa logo for the guitar, and it says Richman, and it does also have the track list on here. So that's all of the photos in the photo book. Let's get into the inclusions. All right, so first up we have a random poster, and it is a bit flimsy. I almost thought I ripped it there as I was opening it. But we have a group poster here. I believe this is one of 2, so we'll see if I can pull the other one in any of the 3 energy versions I have remaining, but very cool group poster to start. Up next, we have 2 postcards. So this is the back of the first one, and the first one we get is a Karina. I wonder if these are going to be member specific. I guess we'll find out in a second here. So we have this nice little medium-sized headshot of Karina for the first postcard, and then the second postcard we're going to flip, and it is another Karina. It's exactly the same. So am I supposed to get 2, or was this like a mistake where they accidentally gave me 2? And it's like of the same one? I'm unsure. I guess we'll have to find out when we get into the other energy versions. But I get 2 Karina postcards for this one. Up next, we have a sticker sheet here. So just a whole bunch of stickers for Richman in the different texts and colors. And then some aespa stickers. And then each of the members, I guess, whatchamacallit, just like we have the butterfly for Ning Ning. I guess their symbol, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So you have the heart for Karina, the star for Winter, the moon for Giselle, and the butterfly for Ning Ning. So that's pretty cool. And then up next we have the photo card, and we get a Ning Ning, and it's actually very similar to the photo card that we got in the bag version. So a little bit different of a pose. She's doing a peace sign here, but it's kind of taken at the same angle, and she's got kind of a kissy face, and she is also doing a wink. And then we have the neon yellow and neon blue, like this electric blue, for our message on the back here. She's got the long message and her signature. So pretty cool photo card pull for the first version. Let's get into the next one. So up next we have the Giselle version for the energy version. This is the front cover. She's sticking her tongue out at us, kind of doing a stink face. And then this is the back. She has this very gorgeous like full body shot with the rich man text in the background, and then the lightning bolts and the track list. And I forgot to actually show the side for the Karina version, but this is what the side says. It actually has the track list on the side, so that's pretty cool. What is not pretty cool is, unfortunately, all the photos are the same again. So the member-specific versions, they are just different covers, and all the photos on the inside are the same. So SM, once again, doing what they like to do, and giving us different covers, but the same photos on the inside, which, like I said, I think it's worth it for this one because I really do enjoy like how, I don't know, just like the neon colors is kind of drawing me in to like all of these covers, these front covers for these member specific versions. So I personally think it's worth it, plus like the collection aspect. But if you only had to like choose one member, or you only had enough money for one member, you can just go with your bias and be totally cool, and you won't be missing out on anything. What I will say though is the CD is different. So we have a red color here. It is the same design, but it's just in red, not blue. So I'm assuming we'll probably see the same for Winter and Ning Ning when we get into those, but don't have to flip through the photo book. Let's get right into the inclusions. So first up, we have a poster, and it looks like we are going to get the same poster. So we have 2 more chances to pull the other poster that will come in this version. And in this particular energy version, we do just get the 1 postcard. So I'm thinking that Karina version, I got an extra postcard by mistake, and it was a duplicate. So you're apparently supposed to just get 1 postcard in these. And I, of course, pulled Karina again. So these are not even specific to the member version. These are completely random. So I now have 3 Karinas out of 2 energy versions so far. So that's rather interesting. Then, of course, we have these stickers. There's nothing different there. Those are exactly the same as before. And up next, we have the photo card, and we're gonna get, we get another Winter. We are incredibly, like, Winter and Ning Ning blessed today. Oh my goodness. But she's got the dirty blonde hair, and she's got the eyeliner once again. I can't tell if this is exactly the same makeup as the other photo card that we saw, or maybe slightly different, but she's got the, like, teal nails here. Very, very nice. And then the back is a neon green and neon pink combination, which, like I said, these like super bright colors, those are really drawing me in. I really like these super bright colors. She's got a really short message here, a little drawing of a snowman, and then her signature. So a different member, so I'm very happy with that. Let's get into the other version. Okay, so now we have the Winter version for the energy version. This is her front cover. She's got a guitar pick in her mouth there, and she's doing a wink. This is her sticker on the front, and she has the neon green color scheme here. Very, very nice. Which I actually, just now, in this moment, realized corresponds to the backs of their photo cards. So that's actually pretty cool, because Ning Ning was neon pink and neon yellow for that photo card, and then we just pulled the Winter, and it was the green and pink. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, we have the back with this full shot of Winter holding the guitar, and the rich man text, and the track list. And then this is the side, and then we won't waste any time. We will just flip right to the back and show off the CD plate here, which is in this bright green color, but the design is same as all the others before. So first up, we have the poster, and I think, yes, we do have a different poster here. It is a wide shot with the members and all their instruments. So we have Giselle with the guitar, we have Ning Ning with the keyboard, we have Karina with the drumsticks, and Winter also has a guitar. So very, very nice, and just the plain white background looking so stunning in those outfits together. Up next, the random postcard we get in this version is, we get a Ning Ning. Okay, very happy to pull someone different. With all the Karinas so far, just very happy to get a different pull here. So this is Ning Ning's postcard. Very, very nice. Then just quickly showing off the same stickers that you get in every single version. All right, last but not least, we have the photo card, and I think this is going to be a Giselle photo card, judging by the color scheme, and yes, it is a Giselle photo card. So very happy to pull my bias. She's using her pinky here to point at her eye, but I guess it kind of makes sense because she does have an eye painted on her fingernail here. So very, very nice. Makeup looking so good. Looks like she's in a car in that photo. And then the back, this is a little bit better look at the back, but you can hardly read the text. Let me see if I can like zoom in here. Yeah, so this is the little message and her signature, but given that it's like purple on red, it is very hard to read, but I guess that's kind of what you get with neon colors sometimes. So that is our photo card pull for this energy version. Let's get into the last one. We have the last energy version here. This is Ning Ning's version. We have this very pretty front cover of her rocking the hat, and you can only see one of her eyes because her hair is covering the other eye. We have the giant sticker, and then this is the back. She has a full body shot here with the keyboard, and then the yellow and blue color scheme with the track list, and then this is the side of the photo book. Let's get into it and waste no time looking at the CD plate. So we have Rich Man here. It is the same design, just in yellow. So all the CDs are exactly the same, just different colors. First up, we have the poster here, and it's not going to matter which one we get because we have already pulled the two possible posters, but we get this purple background poster for the third time out of 4 tries, so that's nice. Up next, we have the postcard for this version, and we get another Ning Ning. My postcard luck today has not been good. We've gotten Karina 3 times, one of which was a mistake. I shouldn't have gotten 2 in 1, but I did. And now we pull a second Ning Ning. So just Karina and Ning Ning for the postcards today. Once again, we have the sticker sheet, nothing different there. And last but not least, we have the photo card, and I think this is going to be a duplicate, and it is. It is a duplicate winter. I could tell from the color scheme on the back of the photo card, so we get this very pretty winter once again with the dirty blonde hair and the eyeliner and the teal nails. And then this is the back with her signature and a very short message. So we pulled 3 of the 4 members for the energy version. Very happy with that. Just missed out on a Karina. Let's get into the last version we have for this video, and that is all of the burst versions. So, last version of the video, we have 5 burst versions to go through. I'm unsure if the photo books are going to be the same or not, but we will find out. This is the group one, so we have a nice OT4 group shot here with Rich Man kind of like in a graffiti text on the front. And then the back is all of them on a whole bunch of motorcycles, so that's pretty cool. And then you have the track list written on the top as well. And this is the side. It just says aespa, the 6th mini album, Rich Man. And so we open it up, and we do have, I guess, a poster right there. So this is the inside. We have another group shot of them. They're on different sides of this, like, little booklet here. This is actually kind of like a digipack, so they call it the burst version, but this is very much just like a digipack. So I'm guessing in the sides we have all the inclusions, so let me grab those. So this is the CD plate for the group burst version. It's the Rich Man track list in like this graffiti text once again, and it's a black and yellow color scheme. So I'm gonna put this CD back into its little digipack case, and then we'll go through the little booklet. So we have the little photo book that comes in the burst version here. We have an OT4 picture with some backup dancers on the front, and then this is the back. It has the track list with a motorcycle wheel, and we're going to get into this, and I'm assuming because it is a group version, we're gonna see pictures of all the members here. I'd be interested to know if the member-specific versions that we're about to get into will have member-specific photos, but that remains to be seen. I do apologize. It looks like the paper that this is made out of is a little bit glossy, so there's a little bit of a glare, but I feel like I'm doing an okay job at still showing the photos as best as I can. But yeah, nothing too crazy with these digipack photo books. They never really are, but still very pretty photos nonetheless in there. Up next, we have a mini poster, which we got a sneak peek at when we first opened the burst version. This is definitely a mini poster because this is quite small, but it's an OT4 shot. They all look so good in these outfits and in front of the motorcycle, kind of like an urban setting. And the back is, of course, just a plain white back, and it folds, so that's nice. Then we have our photo card pull for this first copy, and we get a Giselle, very pretty Giselle photo card here. She's in that black full bodysuit outfit. She's got the white necklace there, it looks like, but she looks so good and beautiful in this photo card. And then this is the back, a little bit easier to see with this writing compared to her energy version photo card. It's actually kind of like very similar to, oh gosh, what was it? Was it Whiplash era? The SM Mini, the SMINI version photo card backs. This is very similar to that. I think this is more of like a darker black, where that was kind of like a faded black or maybe like super dark gray. But this photo card back kind of reminds me of that era. So we get Giselle for the first copy. Let's get into the others. So next copy we got is Karina, and this is her front cover. Very stunning photo of Karina on the front there. And then on the back, she's got the sunglasses, and she's sitting on the motorcycle here as well. And then the side is exactly the same as the group version. Just says aespa 6th mini album Rich Man. We of course have the mini poster when we open it up, and then this is a different group shot when we open it up, so that's I guess reassuring here. And then let's get into the CD before I actually take out the photo book, because the CD, yes, the CD is exactly the same, so doesn't look like that's going to be different between the burst versions, but let's see if this photo book is any different. So this is the Karina photo book for her burst version. We have a nice picture of Karina on the front, and then the back is also the motorcycle wheel with the track list. And getting into this, it looks like we will have different pictures, so that's good. I appreciate SM for doing different pictures. These are all going to be member specific, it looks like. So we get some photos of Karina in this super gorgeous outfit, and the sunglasses once again. Very nice. And of course the track list is mixed in as well. Super nice up close headshot there of Karina. And then the next photo, she's kind of blocking out the sun. And then we do have an OT4 shot here on the second to last page, and then a photo of Karina to finish off the photo book. So very happy for SM doing actual like different pictures for the different versions of the burst version. So let's get into the other inclusions. First up, we have the mini poster, and we get another OT4 shot, and it's a different one. So very happy about that. But we have Winter in the red outfit, and then all the other members are kind of rocking like brown and black colors. So Winter kind of sticks out here, but they all look so gorgeous in these outfits, all styled so well. Just love those looks so much. And of course, up next we have the photo card, and we get a duplicate Giselle. So our luck not starting off as good as it did with the energy version or the bag version. So hopefully we can pull a different member in the remaining 3 copies. So let's go ahead and try to do that. So up next we have Giselle's version, of course, and we have this very like breathtaking photo of Giselle on the front here, looking so good. And then this is the back. Oops, the poster is kind of falling out at the bottom there. But this is the back photo on the Digipack or burst version. It looks really beautiful, honestly. The blue sky makes everything pop in this photo, and then it also kind of ties in with the motorcycle, so that's pretty cool. And then this is the side once again, nothing different there. I'll take the mini poster out and then just show this OT4 shot. I believe this is exactly the same as Karina's version, and then the CD is also the same. So not gonna worry too much about the CDs, the rest of these, but let's get into this little booklet. All right, so this is Giselle's little booklet for her burst version here. So let's just flip through this very quickly. I do kind of want to get through these kind of quick because I have noticed that this recording is running a little bit longer than I would like it to, and I am actually running out of daylight. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am recording this during the day, but the lighting may seem like it's not because it's pretty cloudy out and it looks like it's about to rain at any minute. So it's kind of just like a darker shade of natural light than it normally is, but I do kind of want to finish this up pretty quick because I have some other things to do today. But all of these photos in this Giselle photo book, like, oh my goodness, I'm so impressed with all of these photos. Like, she just looks so stunning. And I know I'm biased because she is my bias, but very happy with that photo book. And let's see what we get for the mini poster for this copy. And oh, this looks like it's the same mini poster we got in the group version. So we have an OT4 poster once again here. So unfortunately that's a dupe. There might just be two versions. I'm not entirely sure, but we did get both if there is only two. And up next we have the photo card, of course, and we get a Karina for the first time today. Very happy with that. She's showing off the nails here. Very, very nice, looking super cute in this like urban setting that it kind of matches with this concept for all of these photo books here. This is the back. She's got a little drawing here and her signature. Very, very nice. So very happy to pull a different member. Let's get into the next version. So up next, we have Winter's Burst version. This is the front headshot on this little digipack here. It looks like she's wearing a motorcycle helmet, but it's not fully on her head, so that's very interesting. And then she's also doing a bit of a lip bite. And then this is the back of this digipack. Very, very nice. And then the side is once again exactly the same. We're going to put the poster to the side. This picture on the inside is also the same. And then the CD is also the same. How many times can I say the same in the same video? So we have this winter photo book for the burst version. She, once again, on this front cover here, has like this glass kind of covering her face. And then the back is just a motorcycle wheel once again, and we get into it, and it's going to be pictures of her in this like fluffy red top. It's kind of like a tube top, but it kind of goes up to her neck as well. And she's got the black shorts, and it does look like it's a motorcycle helmet that she was wearing, at least half wearing. She's got the sunglasses in that photo. The timeline was also, I know I mentioned it earlier with her other outfit in the energy version, but the timeline was also going crazy over this outfit as well. I'm not sure, is that like a soda or something? But she's pouring it out. That's kind of wasteful, don't you think? But yeah, the timeline was going kind of crazy for this outfit, and rightfully so, because she looks so, so beautiful in it. And the makeup, of course, very, very gorgeous. So that is Winter's photo book for the burst version. Now we have the mini poster, and I would be shocked if this is anything different, and it is not different. So we get the same mini poster for the third time, but like I said, I'm thinking it's probably just one of two, and since we already pulled both, we should be good there. And of course, up next we have the photo card, and unfortunately I did get a peek at the signature on the back, so I do think this is going to be a duplicate, and it absolutely is. So we get another Karina. Hopefully we can pull a Winter or Ning Ning in our last copy here, but another Karina for us, another photo card that I will probably just sell off, no problems whatsoever. Hopefully I can get 3 or 4 members for this version because that would be pretty nice. All right, so we have the penultimate version for this unboxing video. I think penultimate is the correct word I'm trying to use, right? That means last, doesn't it? I think it does. But this is the last version for this video. It is Ning Ning's burst version. She has the motorcycle helmet on this front cover here, and her hair is kind of in her face. And then we flip it to the back, and she's taking off the helmet, but her hair is still unfortunately in her face. She probably needs to get that figured out. And then this is the side, and so then we're just gonna open it up. We'll remove the mini poster, put that to the side, show off this like OT4 photo once again, take a quick peek at the same CD that we have been seeing, and then I will take out the booklet. So this is Ning Ning's burst version booklet here. She has this very pretty photo on the front, and then the back is once again just the motorcycle wheel. I think this is the same back for every single like burst version photo book we have gone through today, so that's not different whatsoever. But we do have a couple photos of Ning Ning riding on the back of a motorcycle here. It looks like she has someone driving it for her, and then of course we have the lyrics mixed in. Very, very nice. It'd be kind of funny if like the person under the motorcycle helmet for this photo shoot like wasn't an extra and it was one of the other members. That'd be kind of funny. But she's on the side of the street here, it looks like. I wonder where they like did this photo shoot. I'm really curious, actually. If anybody knows where they did this photo shoot, comment below, because I'm kind of curious. I just really like the urban aesthetic in this area where they did this photo shoot. I wonder if it was like Korea or somewhere else, but that is the Ning Ning booklet for this burst version. Let's get into the two inclusions. Of course, we have the mini poster, and I don't think it's going to matter too much which one we get because I think there's only two, and we get this one for the second time. So we pulled this one twice, and the other one that we've seen, we pulled that one 3 times. So very happy with our poster pulls, and I think this might even fit. I'll have to see. Let me open it again. This might even fit in like an A4 size pocket for like large inclusions. So I might have to test that out, but I think it should fit. So we'll see later on. And last but not least for the video, we have the last photo card today, and we get another Giselle. Man, that is that is so unfortunate. My luck was going so good with the other versions, and then we got to the burst version, and it's just come to a screeching halt in terms of my luck. So we pull 3 Giselles, which I love so much because she is my bias, but I was kind of looking for some Winters and Ning Nings as well. But I'll have to buy them separately. Very happy with our photo card pulls overall today. I feel like we did a very good job. So let me pull everything back into frame. I will outro, and because I just remembered and I was hoping not to forget, I will go over like the shipping stuff in the outro. So if you guys are curious, stick around for that. Alright, so that is all I got for today's unboxing of aespa's 6th mini album, Rich Man. As I just mentioned, very happy with all the photo card pulls today overall. The luck for the burst version could have been a little bit better, but you know, that's always the risk you take when you buy multiple copies of the same version. For those interested, mainly I guess for my US viewers, if you like order stuff from overseas, I did previously mention that I was getting this shipped to me from DHL, then FedEx, then back to DHL, it actually ended up being. So it was funny because I mentioned being worried about this being shipped through DHL because of like the suspension of service, but then I realized that was only like domestic shipments from DHL to the United States. That wasn't DHL Express. And then when I got my shipping notification from K-Town for You, they actually said like in the shipping notification that it was a FedEx tracking number. And so when I tried to like search for the tracking like a couple days after they sent it, or maybe it was just like the day after, but when I tried to search up the number in FedEx's system, they said it didn't recognize it. So I'm like, is this actually a FedEx tracking number? And so I searched it in DHL's system, and then it was in DHL's system. So it actually was shipped with DHL. K-Town for You just told me it was shipped with FedEx. So I think that was just a small mishap on K-Town for You's part, but it's not a big deal. I'm not upset about it. I did figure out in the end like which carrier they were using to send me my albums, and they did get to me. So ultimately, I am happy with that. What unfortunately did happen though is I was hit with tariffs when the package got to the United States. So I got a message from DHL asking to pay tariffs, which it was kind of weird because the tariff rate that they charged me seemed like it was well under what the actual going rate is for Korea right now. And I'm a little bit curious if this was just DHL charging me just to charge me, or if this was a situation where there was some mix-up at DHL, or maybe the package was undervalued in terms of like it was listed at a different price than what I actually bought the albums at, if that makes sense. Because I have read horror stories on like Reddit, and I know it's Reddit, so like don't take it too seriously, right? But people have been saying DHL have just been charging people just for the sake of charging them, like taxes and extra fees and whatever, for any international packages. And I know CDs and like books and stuff are supposed to be exempt from tariffs in this latest executive order. And of course, you know, as I have just told you, I got tariffed on these albums, so I don't know. It's just a whole mess. I'm going to be the guinea pig, I guess, for you guys. So if you guys are at all curious and you're interested in this stuff, I can, of course, give updates in, future videos and things of that nature, just to kind of like give you guys my experience and what I'm dealing with in terms of just shipping packages from overseas, because it is an absolute mess right now. I definitely think I'm going to cool down on ordering stuff from overseas for the time being. I will still do probably like bigger orders from overseas, because ultimately in the long run it will still probably be cheaper ordering from overseas even with the tariffs. But smaller orders, like I've already done this with Sujin and Wendy's Comeback, I ordered from US retailers because those are smaller orders with not as many albums and versions. So like I'm willing to, I guess, pay the cheaper shipping but a little bit more expensive album price because there's not as many albums, if that makes sense. So I'm always kind of just like coherent of the amount of money that I'm spending, and I'm doing a lot of like cross comparisons with different retailers now. So I'm very conscious of where my money is going now. And like I said, I'll keep you guys updated as, things happen and I experience new things every day with this shipping nonsense. So that's where I am with that. I know that was a really long explanation, but that's kind of why I left it to the outro, so I kind of could just like talk and get it off my chest and give you guys the information that you all might need, especially if you are a collector in the United States. For upcoming videos, we actually have a lot coming up still. So I have an unboxing planned for Joy's special version that just got to me the other day. So that will be an unboxing. We, of course, have Wendy's Comeback, which that will be an unboxing, and Oogie's Comeback, which that will be an unboxing. So a lot of unboxings coming up. No photo card hauls in the near future. I definitely want to get through all of those unboxing videos before I do any more photo card content, depending on how fast those albums get to me. But a storing photo cards video will definitely be in the works after we get through like all of these unboxing videos that are happening at exactly the same time. And I've actually been ordering photo cards online a lot less since this change to US shipping has started. So I still don't have any buy orders or anything like that in the queue or anything. I haven't bought any photo cards on Mercari Japan since that went into effect. I have been buying a couple photo cards here and there off of Mercari US, but it's not like a huge cache of orders quite yet, so I probably won't have enough for like at least a 15-20 minute video, which is kind of what I would kind of aim for if I did a photo card haul. So we'll see how that goes. My buying habits have kind of changed with the shipping stuff, but I may eventually just try it out and go back to buying stuff on Mercari Japan and seeing what the shipping is like once I ship out the orders to me. So maybe I can be the guinea pig in that instance as well, but I'm going to play it by ear and just keep you guys updated whenever we get there. But thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble through this very long outro. I'm sure that'll be like a 5 to 6 minute outro at least. So thank you guys so much for watching to this point in the video. If you did, I hope you have an awesome day or night whenever you watch this, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.